EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And a nice play there defensively, and this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame, just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. At their own 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Jaguars. Lawrence Cager from 4 yards out. And the Jags have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14, Chiefs nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick off. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At their own 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short pass caught by Henry. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 22-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're getting a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 17-0 our score after 1.
Jaguars 17, Chiefs nothing.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
For our Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
2nd and 5. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, 29 yards. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Chiefs nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Again, he'll drop to throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Down, Jaguars.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a give right side. McLean. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And the Jaguars are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Chiefs nothing. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
First down and goal to go at the 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to at least get one score back. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cook up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Brown is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They'll set up a throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And that flag accepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw again. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Trey Palmer, 89 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
From the 41, here's second down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. McLean, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And the Jaguars send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded just inside the 30. There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Runs through the contact. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now. Okay, get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Jaguar 1st down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. A little jerk.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this 2nd half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Mike Edwards picks it up. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
1st down, Jaguars.
Back to throw.
A throw on the money there to Doolin.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Ashton Doolin.
49 yards.
And the
the Jaguars look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready up. Mustang 19.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were close.